after fees and the cost of the product, I probably only made about $5 profit on this one. So lesson learned, number one today, don't underestimate your shipping costs. Hello and welcome once again to M Cubed. I am Brian, the Motley Mix Merchant. Thank you very much for dropping by. If this is your first visit, I am a Canadian eBay reseller / thrifter. Just started up a couple of months ago now and having a lot of fun doing it, finding stuff for cheap at the local thrift stores and turning it around and selling it on eBay for a little bit of profit, making a little bit of money so far, and just doing it for fun and a little bit of money, which is exactly the way things are going right now. So thank you very much for dropping by. Today's video is going to be two-parted. First, some sold items, and then a few of the haul that I got locally. I haven't really been doing too much thrifting lately. I've been focusing the last 3 or 4 days on listing everything that I had in my stockpile, which I think I've pretty much done. I've up to about 125 listings in my eBay store, which is not quite as many as I would like, but it's got to get some sales going, and I do have some sales that just came in the last 48, 72 hours that are going to definitely help with going back out in the next few days and getting some more stuff. So let's talk about the sold items first. Something you may have seen a couple of videos ago was this ceramic bread basket or bread box. It was beautiful, had the lemon and the blue leaf design on it. I picked that up for, I want to say $4.99 Canadian, which is about $4 US, and that sold for $20 US plus $13 in shipping. Now, this is where lesson number one comes in. Today is going to be a couple of rookie reseller lessons on my part. Lesson number one, don't underestimate your shipping cost. This bread basket I thought was going to fit into a large priority mail box, prepaid box, ship it. If it fits, it ships. Well, unfortunately, it was just, and I mean like a 1/4 inch too big to safely put it in the priority mail box. So I had to box it up in a box of my own, which created a little more size, created a little more padding to be safe because it was going all the way from where I live in the Eastern time zone to somebody out in Helena, Montana. So it needed to get across the country pretty much, and I wanted to make sure it was going to get there safely. It got shipped today, so I'll give you an update if it makes it there safely in a future video. But I underestimated the cost. I only received $13 in shipping costs. It actually cost me $20 in shipping costs. So basically just flip it. The $20 that the person paid for the bread basket actually paid for the shipping, and what they paid for the shipping is what I made on the bread basket, which after fees and the cost of the product, I probably only made about $5 profit on this one. So lesson learned, number one today, don't underestimate your shipping costs. Make sure you know how big something is and what kind of box it's going to be in and how much it's going to weigh before you put the shipping cost on your listing. That's lesson number one. Lesson number two comes from item number two in the sold listings, but it's actually, here's my haul and here's my sold item. This is the item here, and I'm going to back up if you can see it. It is a beautiful, great condition Buffalo Sabres NHL hockey jersey. Blank back, which is important because people can put their own name and their own number on it if they want. It's an official CCM jersey made in Canada, and it's got the tie-down strap inside the back here for tying it down to your hockey pants so it doesn't get pulled over your head during a fight, because there's never any fights in hockey. I don't know why they put that in there. No, I'm just kidding. So anyhow, this was one I picked up 3 days ago. I think the same day as my last video, I went out and picked this up. And I listed it last night, looked at the comps, and they were all in the $25 to $35 range for this kind of a shirt with this logo. This logo is called the slug logo because the buffalo on the front looks like a slug. The way I got to spread it out a bit more so you can see it. They used to call this the Buffa-Slug because of how it looks like a slug on the front of the jersey. Early 2000s, 2002 I think, is when this jersey is from. So I listed it last night, probably about 10 o'clock my time. Listed it for $29.99 with enough shipping. I made sure I put the shipping costs in there, so the shipping is going to be paid for. I sort of knew right away that I had underpriced it, because at $29.99, the very first person to look at it started watching it. Within an hour and a half, I had received an offer, sort of a lowball offer, and I was not accepting it anyhow. Then I went to bed, and I was going to respond to the offer this morning. Woke up this morning, and it sold for full price while I was sleeping for $29.99 plus the shipping. That tells me that I underpriced it. I probably should have put at least $39.99 on it and taken my chances. But at the same time, do you want the sale, or do you want it to sit there for a little while? Is it going to sit there for 2 weeks at $39.99, or is it going to sell in basically 8 hours at $29.99? So that's the trade-off. I'm still happy. That cost me, at 50% off day at my local Value Village, it was $20. 50% off was $10 Canadian. That's about $7 US. So from $7 US to $30 US, still going to make probably $15 to $20 profit after all the fees and everything comes out. So, I'm happy. I'm looking for $15 to $20 on a major item that I can find. So I'll take it. Buffalo Sabres jersey on its way to Western Canada from here right now. And one final thing to tell you about which sold. And unfortunately, this sold item is going to get me in the bad books with a member of my family. You may have seen it on my last video. This guy here, this guy here, StormFly from How to Train Your Dragon, 15-inch plush, beautiful Build-A-Bear plush that I picked up for about $4 Canadian. Well, it sold at full price for $29.99 US overnight. And now a member of my family is going to be very, very upset with me, because the 9-year-old wanted that plushie if it didn't sell on eBay. And unfortunately for him, it sold. But I'm sorry, business is business, and sometimes you just got to put things out there and sell them, because you can't get too emotionally attached to things that you pick up. Trust me, that's a real tough thing when you're in this business. You can get emotionally attached to some of the stuff you pick up, and then you have a hard time selling it. But I had already listed it before he saw it, so he knew that if I was going to let it go the first 30 days, it lasted like 6 days. So sorry, buddy, no more StormFly for you. It's going to somebody in Indiana, I believe. So they've got themselves a StormFly plushie. All right, so let's talk about a few things that I picked up. Went over the river today to mail the bread box, the ceramic bread box, and so I stopped in, happened to drive by and see a Salvation Army thrift store just down the street from where I was doing my UPS shipment, and I picked up a couple of things at the thrift store, and pretty happy with them too. Still, tags and everything are on, they're not clean, so bear with me here. This is an Affliction Distressed t-shirt. Affliction is a very popular brand of shirt. You can see it's got the velvety type finish on the front. It's more of a embossed design on the front, and on the back it's got angel wings. You can see the angel wings here. There it is, making me super bright, but there's the shirt, so I'll get out of the way and make the light bright. There it goes. Anyhow, it's Affliction Distressed. It's supposed to look like this with the ripped up hems and all that kind of stuff, and the shirt collar and everything like that. It's ripped up. That cost me $2.99. I had a little leftover American change in my pocket, so it cost me $2.99 US. The prices have come down on Affliction recently, but this is a shirt that I learned about from the Rally Roots videos, so thank you very much to Ryan and Ali for telling me about these. Prices have come down because there's just so many of them out there, but for $2.99, I'm still probably going to get between $15 and $20 US plus shipping, so $10 profit. I'll take a $10 profit any day. Now, also at that same Salvation Army thrift store, got this cute little fella. Snowman candy dish. It is a Fitz and Floyd ceramic. It's called Snow Circles. I think this is the candy dish, and there's also a cheese tray with a serving knife that has another, that's a separate set. This is not part of a set that I could find anywhere. This cost me 99 cents. It's small, but it's a nice little Christmas item. No chips or cracks. Looks really good. And I'm probably going to put this up for $12.99 US plus shipping. Everything now is going to be plus shipping unless it's a small t-shirt, because Shipping is going to cost extra because I am not getting burned on shipping costs again after what happened with the bread basket. So $12.99, handy little profit on a little ceramic Fitz and Floyd candy dish for Christmas. And then one more item that I picked up earlier in the week. I'm really having luck with these. Baseball caps. Great shape. Minnesota Twins, TC for Twin Cities, obviously. Minnesota Twins. It's got the Velcro back, but of course you don't put Velcro in your title because you will get taken down right away. You're not allowed to use the brand name Velcro. So I didn't even put that anywhere in the title, in the description. I think I put a dot after every letter when I put it in the description just to be safe. But nice Minnesota Twins. One size fits most new era baseball cap. This cost me $3.99 at the local Value Village, and they are selling anywhere from $20 to $25 US plus shipping. So again, $10, $15 profit after all is said and done, and sell a few of those a month and doing well. I want to talk about that. I'm doing this part-time, looking to make just a little bit of money. And here's my plan right now, depending on how things grow in the next 6 months to a year. But the plan right now is averaging one sale per day. Now, on some days I've had 2 or 3 sales, and on other days there's been 0. But if I can average one sale per day, that's 30 sales a month, let's say, to keep it easy. If I can make 20 of those sales with $5 profit, and 10 of those sales with $15 to $20 profit, we'll say 15 to be safe. That's 20 at $5, that's $100 profit. 10 at $15, that's $150 profit. That's $250 profit for something I'm having a great time doing, a little bit of pocket money. That's after all the eBay fees and the shipping and everything is paid. That's money in my pocket, reinvested into some more items to go in the store, and pays a couple bills or pays for my golf games for the summer and just have some fun with it. So yeah, it's just part-time and just for fun. And you can do this just for fun, just for part-time. And I want to say something that's also big in the community. Everybody talks about the summer slowdown. There's a big summer slowdown now after the 24th of May weekend and all that kind of stuff. I've been busy since the 24th of May weekend. I've been selling stuff, and hopefully it's a combination of having good stuff in my store and having enough items in my store that I'm starting to see a little bit of turnover because of the volume. But summer slowdown on eBay, if you've got the right items, you've got the right price, you've got the right pictures, and the shipping is reasonable, there's no reason why there should be a huge slowdown in the summertime. I mean, I don't know the real numbers, but if there is 2 million average users per day on eBay and it goes down by 30%, that's still 1.4 million users on eBay every single day. And I don't know the real numbers, so they may be way off, but I know there's probably lots of zeros at the end of the daily users on eBay. So there's a lot of people still going on eBay, even in the summertime. So the eBay slowdown, summertime slowdown, I say psh to that, and have the right stuff and have the right prices and have the right pictures, and you will do just fine on eBay all year long. And you'll see I'm listing Christmas stuff. It's June. I'm listing Christmas stuff. So it doesn't matter what time of year, the right stuff sells if it's the right stuff. One final thing I want to talk about today. If you remember from my last video, I was very excited about this guy. This is Santa's Goofy Helper. It is the figurine that I got, the UNESCO figurine from one of the local Goodwills that I just checked out. And know how I thought this was in really great shape? Well, I took a closer look at the pictures from other sold items that were new in the box. And I found a broken off piece. But there's something to it. Here's the broken off piece. Right there, see it? There is a hand missing on the end of the arm that is in the lap of this toy soldier. The reason I didn't see it is because Goofy is fixing broken toy soldiers. And I just looked at it and I looked and said, okay, there's a toy soldier with an arm there, and I didn't even notice that the hand was missing, but it's the only little piece that is broken off. You would think this toe right here would break off, or these toes over here, or the dangly legs would even be the thing that snapped off. But no, it's this tiny little hand right here. on the edge of this arm that broke off on me. Unfortunately, it's going to affect the value of it. I'm still going to sell it though, because the day that I made that last video and talked about the $80 US comp that I saw for the brand new in the box, another one sold that day for $125 US brand new in the box. So I have listed this right now at $69.99 plus a good amount for shipping, but I'm going to take best offer. I expect to hopefully get between $50 and $60 for this. It's still a beautiful figurine. It is got the one little piece, but it's toy soldiers. They're broken toy soldiers that he's fixing. So it's just, anyhow. That's my story about Goofy and Santa's Goofy Helper, and unfortunately it was not in the pristine, excellent condition that I thought it was, but you know what? It's still beautiful, and I think somebody will like it. It's a great Christmas decoration, and hopefully someone will like it. We'll see. I'll let you know if it sells. Let's say when it sells, not if it sells, when it sells. Well, that about does it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the like down below. And if you want to subscribe to the entire channel, do hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell to be notified every time a new episode is uploaded. Leave your comments below. What is one reselling rookie mistake that you made? What did you find out the hard way when you were first starting out in this business? Let us know in the comments below so we can all sympathize with you, as hopefully you're sympathizing with me after my mistakes this week. Have a great time in the next few days doing some reselling and thrifting at the garage sales this weekend, and I will see you on the next episode of M Cubed. Cheers.